Hi, this is Jerry Hicks. If you are like most of us, you most likely wanted to listen to a portion of this guided meditation recording even before settling down to read the accompanying user's guidebook. However, with this potentially powerful means of personal life enhancement that you now have in your hands, we would lovingly suggest that you first set aside about 45 minutes to acquaint yourself with the general well-being portion of the user guide before proceeding to these recordings. When Esther and I began the creation of this Getting Into the Vortex guided meditation CD and the accompanying user's guidebook, our intention was to create a first-of-its-kind, user-friendly tool that would facilitate the user's vibrations to a better feeling place in 4 basic areas: the feeling of general well-being and the feelings and perspectives regarding financial abundance, physical well-being, and relationships. Please note that neither this guided meditations recording nor the information in the accompanying user guide are intended to replace any professional, psychological, or medical assistance, but rather to be used to augment any other means of feeling better that the listener might be currently utilizing. Abraham has taught us, from the beginning of our interaction over 2 decades ago, that anything we intend to do, whether others may judge our intentions as good or bad, is only because we believe that in the achieving of it we will feel better. And so these teachings of Abraham are primarily focused on simply getting into that better feeling place, what Abraham calls the vortex, right now. We would advise that you learn to use these Abraham recordings in whatever way feels best to you. But we don't recommend that you meditate for more than 15 minutes per day because, as Abraham advises, life is for conscious, aware, joyous living, and so 15 minutes of daily meditation is quite enough. Also, the respiratory tempo of the guiding musical tones that have been intended to help you to remember to deeply breathe will likely feel extremely slow as you begin this process. If so, we suggest that rather than trying to force it, that you, over a period of days or even weeks, simply allow your breathing pattern to gently but naturally relax into the soothing, life-enhancing tempo of 6 breaths per minute. Also, we definitely do not advise that you listen to this relaxing meditation recording while driving a vehicle. There are hundreds of other Abraham recordings that are ideal for drive time listening. And, unless you want to fall asleep, we would suggest that you enjoy this daily meditations recording with your eyes closed to avoid any distraction, but while seated upright. By the way, all teachings of Abraham materials are copyrighted by Jerry and Esther Hicks, and we are most appreciative of whatever your role may be in expanding the availability of this delicious co-creative experience. And so, should you decide to share this material with someone, we want to ask of you in advance to share it in its purest and most valuable form, and that would be to give them access to both the Getting Into the Vortex user guide and this guided meditation CD. For a better understanding of our teacher, Abraham, or of who we, Jerry and Esther, are, or to receive additional materials from our massive library of books, catalogs, CDs, and DVDs, or even to reserve your space at an Abraham Hicks Vortex of Attraction cruise or workshop, please visit our interactive website at www.abraham-hicks.com or call our office at 830-755-2299. So, after over 2 decades of studying with Abraham, I only recall 3 things that Abraham has ever taught us regarding maintaining or improving our physical or mental well-being. Number 1, think more good feeling in the vortex thoughts. Number 2, drink more water. And number 3, and it's the major theme of these guided meditations, breathe more deeply. So now, let's get started. Esther's going to ask Abraham to guide us into the process for the most effective utilization of these daily meditations. And so plan on getting comfortable and sitting back, relaxing and closing your eyes while taking a deep breath as you allow Abraham to lovingly and gradually guide you into the joyous, life-enhancing vortex of your natural state of well-being. And here's Abraham.